What is going on, guys? It is Steven, your semi-comprehensive guide here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to live stream on your PlayStation 4. So I'll be showing both YouTube and Twitch in today's video, so if you're looking for a specific tutorial on either of those, I'll be covering both in today's video. So let's get started by heading up here to the PlayStation settings menu. And what I want to do first is I want to add my YouTube and my Twitch account. So to do that, we need to go into sharing and broadcasts, and then down to link with other services. And in here we have all of the different social accounts we can add. So obviously for today's video I'm only going to be focusing on Twitch and YouTube. And for today's video I'm only going to be logging in with YouTube because the process is exactly the same on the Twitch side. So I'm going to head in here to YouTube, and once this finally loads, it is going to give us a message basically that is asking us to agree to all of the PSN rules and whatever when logging in. So that is fine to me, so I'm going to sign in. And it's going to take us to a Google login page, so just put in your email or phone number of the Google account you have linked to your YouTube account. So obviously this is blurred out right now, you cannot see it, but I'm going to put in my email address right now. Alright, so I put in my username and password, so now it wants me to agree to all of this stuff. So it wants me to agree to it managing my YouTube videos and my account and all that. So I trust Sony, so I'm going to allow it to do that. But if this is too much information to allow for you personally, then just deny it, and you can try with Twitch. So now it says my accounts are linked here, so I'm just going to press OK. And I can back out all the way to the home screen here. So from here we can start our live stream by actually opening up the game we want to live stream. So we cannot start a live stream on the home menu here, we can't record any of this. So I am going to open up just Rocket League for the sake of today's video. Alright, so Rocket League has finally loaded in, and if you can hear them, I apologize for how loud my PlayStation fans are. It sounds like a jet engine taking off, but there isn't really much I can do about it. Anytime I load any game or application, it does that, so it might get louder, so if you do hear it, I apologize. So now that we have our game loaded, it's pretty simple to actually start a live stream. Just press the share button and go down to broadcast gameplay. So in here, we are going to get an option to choose between Twitch and YouTube. So once again, I'm going to choose YouTube because I logged into that account, but Twitch is the exact same process, so you're going to see the exact same screen on the Twitch side as you do here on the YouTube side. Now, a thing to note with YouTube live streaming is that your account has to be verified for at least 24 hours before you can live stream. So keep that in mind. Be sure that you have a verified account. On the Twitch side, I don't think you have to worry about any of that verification stuff. You can get live streaming right away. So if you're doing it on the YouTube side and it's your first time, be sure to verify your account a few days ahead of time so YouTube can verify it. Also, if you already have a verified account, you're going to have to log in again with YouTube and re-verify it on the actual PS4 before you can start live streaming. So keep that in mind. You are going to have to go through a few extra steps on the YouTube side. Twitch, in my experience, does not have any of that. You just log in once and you can start live streaming whenever you want. So YouTube, you have to go through a few more hoops before you can actually start your live stream. So I've done all that. I've logged in a few times already on here, so I can just open up YouTube and it'll take me right away to the settings menu. So yeah, in here we can change all of our chat, microphone, video settings. We can change our titles and descriptions. Someone else was live streaming before me, so I'm just going to back out of all this so we can start fresh. We can change our title, we can change our description, we can change the quality, and a bunch of other stuff. So let's start up here at the top. We can include video from a PlayStation camera, so if we have the specific model PlayStation camera, we can use it in this live stream. I was hoping that you could use just a regular USB camera with your PS4, but no, Sony does not allow that. If you've ever seen the back of the PS4, there's a proprietary port on the back that is specifically for PlayStation peripherals like the camera, and it is only used with this live stream. You cannot use any other camera, only the PS4 camera. So if you have that, it's great, but for all of us who do not have the PlayStation camera, we cannot do anything. So I'm going to leave it blank. Microphone audio is a very important setting to enable here, so be sure that you have a connected microphone, have that all set up. If you do not know how to set up a microphone, then leave a comment. I'll make a video on that in the future. Basically, just go to your device settings, and in there should be microphone settings that you can enable. Display message to spectators and spectator comments. That basically allows for an additional sidebar there that displays comments. So while you're live streaming, you can view the comments from the chat. So I find that kind of useful. If you only have your PlayStation 4, you can read the comments while you're playing, but for a viewer, it's kind of annoying because you have this giant bar on the side. It makes the actual image there in the center smaller. So it really depends on your situation. If you only have a PS4 and this is the only way you can view comments, then you kind of have to have that up there. It also shows how many comments you've had if you have the microphone and camera enabled, and it also shows how many viewers you have watching your live stream. So that can be useful if you would like to see all of that. We can see what channel we're logged into. We can change the title. You have to have a title if you want to start live streaming, so I'm just going to put just some random stuff here. That works. Down here we have the description, so once again, pretty basic. You can just type in whatever you want for whatever you are live streaming. And keep in mind that if you have a smartphone or a computer, you can log into your YouTube account and you can change all of these settings while you're live streaming. So if you would like to have a more detailed description and title, you can change that just as you start live streaming. Head to your YouTube settings and you can view that live stream and change the settings in there. Same thing on the Twitch side. You can change all of that. So while this is nice here, it's not the best for creating long and descriptive descriptions and titles. So moving on down here, we have the quality. This is really important, especially if you have a not so great internet connection. So it's interesting, on here we have either 720 or 360, so we have either great quality or not so great quality. The PlayStation Pro allows for you to stream in 1080p as well. Mine is only an original model PS4, so I only have 720 and 360. So if you have a PlayStation 4 Pro, you will also see an option here for 1080p, but my original PS4 can only go up to 720, 60 frames per second, so my internet can handle that. But if yours cannot, then I would recommend going with the standard or low here. And if your internet is really bad, well, I would not recommend live streaming at all because the experience would not be that good anyway. But if you just have to live stream, then you can do that at 360p in high and standard. So definitely choose this according to your internet connection. Back out of quality, we have some privacy statements, tags, and we have our online ID, so if we don't want that to go public, we can hide it so people cannot see us. We can send invitations to players, so if we'd like players to join our live stream, watching it or playing with us while we are streaming, we can send out invitations. And that about does it for the basic settings we can change, but now I'm going to head into advanced settings by pressing the options button. And in here, we once again have PlayStation camera options. I cannot go into this because I do not own a PlayStation camera. Audio sharing settings, these are really important. So first up here, we have include mic audio and video clips. This basically allows us to listen to ourselves as we are live streaming. So if we want to hear our voice, hear how we're sounding while we're live streaming, we can hear that with this option. If we would like to actually have our microphone included during our streams, then we just check that box. And this setting down here is really important. This is share party audio. So if you are in a party with friends and you want all of your voices to be heard during that live stream, be sure to enable this. Also, if you want your friends' audio to be included, they're going to have to enable this same setting on their PlayStation 4. So both of you need to have share party audio enabled in order for both of your voices to be heard on the live streams. So backing out of the mic settings, we can go once again check off the display message to spectators. This option right here allows us to change that message, so it basically appears on the bottom of our live stream. And here we can change it to whatever we want, so like thanks for the subscribers or thanks for watching, something basic like that. I personally don't use this because it takes up room on the actual live stream. But if you would like to have a personalized message, this is a great way to add one. And here we can also change the background. So if we'd like the background of that message to be changed, we can change it to all of these colors right here. Backing out of there, we can go down to comments to speech. This is if we want comments read to us. So if we don't like that large box on the side here, if we don't like this right here, we can enable comments to speech. Basically, the comments are read aloud to us as we're playing. So if you don't like that sidebar taking up space, but you still want to read comments, this is a useful setting. So we can change the speed, we can change the pitch, the volume, all that stuff. So this is a very interesting setting, but I personally do not use it because it can be distracting. Backing out of here, we can link community. So if we are part of a PlayStation community, then we can send this link out in that community to everyone in that server or whatever. So just another way we can get the word out that we have started a live stream. So backing all the way out of here, that is about all I can cover for today's video. So all we have to do next is actually start our broadcast. So I'm not going to do that because I don't actually want to live stream right now, but if you were to, you just start the broadcast and it would show your game screen once again. It would take you back to the Rocket League menu here, and it would have a little recording symbol in the corner. So when you want to stop live streaming, head back to the share menu here, press the share button, and instead of broadcast gameplay here, it's going to say stop broadcast. So when you're done, just be sure to actually stop your broadcast. If you go to the home menu, it'll pause the broadcast because for some reason the PlayStation cannot live stream your home menu, so it will pause it if you go to the home menu. And yeah, other than that, just stop it with the share button and your live stream will have ended. So the PlayStation is limited in the amount of settings you can change on the actual console. So like I said, I would recommend opening up your laptop or desktop or whatever and have that aside so you can view your comments and description and stuff on your phone or on your laptop or whatever while you're live streaming. But if you are unable to do that, I would recommend having that sidebar that lists all the comments. Or if you want to go bold, you can enable text-to-speech and have the comments read aloud to you. So yeah, we can do a lot with the limited settings PlayStation actually offers us. And yeah, just be sure, once again, party audio, that's a thing you have to remember. If you want people to be heard in your live stream, be sure to have the share party audio enabled across all of the consoles that are in the live stream. So keep that in mind. That about covers it for the settings. I cannot think of anything else. On the live stream side, if you want to know how to record videos on your PlayStation, I have already made a video about that. A long time ago, I made a video on how to live stream and on how to record with YouTube. So if you'd like to see that, be sure to click the card up there or link in the description, and it'll take you to a video on how to record with your PlayStation 4. If you'd like to see a new version of that video, I know it's really old. I'm not the best speaker in that video, so if you'd like to see a newer version, let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to get to work on that right away. Any other suggestions as well, leave them in the comments down below. I'll get started on a video as soon as possible. Other than that, I've been Steven, your semi-comprehensive guide, and be sure to have a wonderful rest of your day.